scariest scenes in non-horror movies. So is it horror or not? How do you have a scary scene in a non-horror movie? It's gotta be horror. All right, let me see what you're talking about again. All right, boom, boom, and boom.
Being a little too fast in a movie you really shouldn't be scared of. Well, that's what we're talking about today. Scariest scenes in non-horror movies. And yes, I'm finally back with horror content, so make sure you show some love on this video.
So this is horror content right here. Gotta be. This don't make no sense. What?
And the first scene is from the movie Enemy. Jake Gyllenhaal is looking for his lover. He's calling her name, and then this happens.
Alan?
Fun fact, this was...
Oh my God. Okay, for the people that don't like spiders, I know you're scared as fuck. Yo, what? Rewind? Don't mind if I do.
Hall is looking for his lover. He's calling her name, and then this happens.
Alan?
What are you doing if you see that in your room? Bro, you can't kill that. You better book it. I cannot change it. You told me to go back.
Fun fact, this was neither scripted nor CGI. This was just shot in the Australian countryside. All jokes aside, I think this scene is really effective because there was really no other scary scenes like this in the entire movie. So when we go from casual conversation between husband and wife and then casually seeing Australia's smallest spider, I say casually because when Jake Gyllenhaal sees it, it feels like he wasn't really as terrified as a normal person would be. I mean, that's a fucking 8-foot tarantula in a room. I would have lost my shit if I seen that IRL.
No cat,
watching the movie, I honestly started geeking out because I don't got arachnophobia, but imagining myself in that situation genuinely terrified me. Now this next scene is for all the people that think they can beat a grizzly bear. In the movie Revenant, there's a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio is aimed in on some bear cubs until he hears some cracking behind him. I'm not gonna lie, the second he looked over and seen the bear charging up for a defensive tackle, like, he knew he was cooked.
I ain't gonna lie, off the sound alone, I'd be shook because that just reminds me of like horror games and just how the sound always gets you because it sounds like they're right up your ass crack, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Because honestly, what can you do in that situation besides look up and say, wallahi, I'm finished? And it doesn't end there either.
Yo, it's ripping his butt cheeks?
I know some of you guys gonna call me a little autistic for thinking this, but a part of me thought I could beat a bear until I seen this scene. I got so utterly humbled watching Leonardo DiCaprio get back shots from a 900-pound grizzly bear, like that should put the fear of God in my chest.
Son.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the scene probably shook me the most. It's just the sheer size and weight and just the pure power they like show of the bear.
That's
just
crazy.
Watching Leo being overpowered by literally hearing his bones snap and crack just adds that much more feel to it.
Ooh, you should have done that. GG.
Okay, I lied. This part right here humbled me more than anything. Watching him hit this bear point blank with the sawed off just for it to continue to attack this man.
Yeah, the thing is with bears, these motherfuckers like tanks though. Like they're very hard to kill. And you think like, it looked like hit him straight on the dome, like through his head. And it still didn't die. Off impact, like what?
My goodness! After round 2 of back shots, the bear leaves Leo alone and then comes back for round 3 when Leo takes out the knife and finally finishes off the bear. Honestly, this scene is just 10 out of 10. Like, just Leo's acting, the really good CG on the bear, the sound effects, like this scene just comes together perfectly to be anxiety inducing from beginning to end. I kind of want to know in the comments, what would y'all do in a bear attack like this? Now the next scene is from the Predator movie. Now already we can see how much of a better situation Leo is in. Instead of a grown man with a shotgun, we have a little indigenous girl with a bow and arrow that is effectively useless.
Sheesh. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, if I jump in the water to get away from a bear and then I hear it jump in after me, I already know I'm getting a first-class ticket to heaven. This movie also does a really good job of showing the sheer power and size of the bear with the sound design.
Oh my God. Okay, what the hell is that? They got invisible bears?
Now here's the scary part. Now not necessarily for us, but for the indigenous girl. Now imagine you're getting chased by the most powerful animal you've known in your life, and then you see something boxing that motherfucker mid-chase.
Like, what is that?
So not only the strongest animal you knew your entire life is getting fucking boxed, it's getting tossed around. The look on her face says it all, cause it's like, holy shit, if I couldn't even beat the bear, what?
Hold on, this movie look tough, dude. What the fuck?
The fuck is that thing?
No cap.
I'm not gonna lie, when the grizzly bear started to win the fight, the first thing that popped into my head is this a strong ass grizzly bear or is this a weak ass predator? Shout out to the actress, cause her facial expressions got me sold.
What the hell is that?
This is the face you make after you just seen an invisible being stand right back up after getting attacked by a 900-pound grizzly bear.
For real?
Holy shit! Did he just knock out a fucking grizzly bear in one punch? I'm not gonna
Well, that's Predator? What?
lie, the coolness of it fades away when you realize, damn, he just knocked out a grizzly bear with his bare hands. Is he coming for me next? Sorry, I gotta run that punch back one more time.
Oh my
Goodness. Sorry, I'm a
Oh my goodness. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
slut for good sound design. Oh, wonderful. And it drags at least 600 pounds of dead weight like it's nothing. Honestly, what do you even do in this situation? What do you tell the village? Yeah, guys, the bear we struggled with for a month and was killing all our men. Something invisible and like 6 feet tall killed it, dragged it, and held it above its body like it fucking weighed nothing. What are we doing to that thing? But all jokes aside, the true horror in this scene really comes out when you put yourself in the character's shoe and you just really realize how hopeless that situation is. Now, this next scene isn't as action-packed as the last two, but it's a master class in tension building.
Okay.
Any rain up here?
What the?
What way would that be?
I seen you was from Dallas.
What business is it of yours?
After this, I feel like the old man kind of knew, like, in the back of his head that this interaction wasn't gonna go the way he planned it was gonna go. Like, imagine just trying to strike up a friendly conversation and that motherfucker checks you for even asking where he's from. But that's what's so good about it. We as the viewer know that Anton is a murderer and that he very much might kill this old man. But from the perspective of the old man, he thinks this is just some weird guy kind of pressing him on some weird questions. It's the classic the killer's behind you anxiety feel that just gets your heart pumping.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss? The most you ever lost on a coin
God damn his voice though. The most you ever lost.
toss?
What the heck?
Call it.
I'm not gonna lie, after this, I would have shot Anton out of fear for my life.
I can't call it for you. It wouldn't be fair.
I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it.
There's no possible way after hearing that any normal person would not freak out. And it's just scary how many like blatant hints that Anton is throwing out there that his whole life pins on this coin toss without even actually saying it is just the cherry on top. It's like the director is reaching out and edging the audience as they watch this scene.
Heads then.
Heads then. It could.
Well done.
I just love how you
know he was clenching his cheeks, gang. Oh my God, he probably damn near shit on himself. What?
can audibly hear the pressure relieve after he wins the coin toss. To me, the darkest and funniest part of this whole interaction is at the end where Anton tells him to keep it because it's his lucky quarter. I don't feel like the old man fully gets what he says, but I feel like once he makes this face at him, he kind of understands like, did I just almost die? Last but not least, we have the infamous tunnel scene from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
What the? They got a scary scene here? It's Willy Wonka though.
When the Pingerman hitting a little too hard. Shout out to Go Gene Wilder first and foremost, but you have to wonder at this point if the candy you just ate was laced or not, because what the fuck? It goes from pitch black tunnel to complete LSD trip.
Tell him we got it
Oh, nah.
I don't think I noticed that when I was younger, but I'm pretty sure I just watched a chicken explode. I have no clue why that scene is in there. I would be really questioning where the hell I was at if I go into the chocolate factory and I start seeing hallucinations of fucking chickens being cut up. I'm starting to feel slightly angry of how comfortable everyone is in this situation. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yo, he's off one.
As a kid, this part terrified me because
yeah. As a kid, yo, something wrong with that dude right there. He's off one. I'm not gonna lie, he's off a bean. I want some chocolate now. You don't want his chocolate. That shit laced.
I had no idea why he just started randomly yelling and started tweaking. I genuinely thought this whole boat was getting ready to crash and the movie was getting ready to end. This shit was genuinely unsettling for children to watch. Okay, and I kind of have a gripe with this scene, the special effects, which I don't know why they didn't get like a big fan in the studio or something, but that's the only thing that ruins the scene for me, is that you can obviously tell they're on a set and stationary, and yeah, it just kind of ruins the illusion. Oh, it looks like I got one more surprise scene. The crime scene that's gonna be left if you don't like and subscribe.
W video gangy.